Yeah, it's all right, girls. It's only a man. You've seen one of them before. Go on inside.
At last, a proper classroom.
Looks a bit wobbly to me.
You're not the only one.
You don't deserve a nice new classroom. Go on, off it. That's right, girls. Something some of you could take a lesson from, so watch and learn. But for the moment, shift.
Give us a fag.
Oh, the smoker, eh? That's what stunted your growth, mate.
You're smoking.
Yeah.
Kendall, what do you think you're doing?
Watching and learning, sir.
Oh, I see. Right. Watch. And learn. Because that goes for you and all.
Lovely, isn't it, Mrs. W? Clean and quiet. The only thing wrong with school is kids. Oh, yes.
It's just for now. The art room's full.
They are a fire hazard.
Oh, thanks.
Here, you've forgotten to collect the fine, haven't you?
Of course not. It's the amnesty, Mr. Griffiths. That's why people are bringing them back.
Bloody hell, I'm off scot-free. The world has gone balmy.
Oi, watch it, or I'll see you later. Your record's stuck, ain't it? First time back since your suspension, and you're just the same.
Gangway, please.
We've been invaded!
Flippin' heck.
Share the desk, please. It's just for the announcements. Our two form tutor's been held up.
Oh, get away with much today.
Oh, funny.
Imelda, you want to have a party? Have it in your own desk, eh?
I've been taught by a big brother. I ain't got a big brother.
Now, communication. I hope we've all been thinking about communication over the holidays.
Yeah, my brother communicated that girl over this thing got measles, didn't he?
You do all remember our discussions about a new school magazine. We were deciding whether a paper was the best way to talk to each other. Vince, put him down.
Jim. So we've heard all this before.
Well, that's as maybe. But there's a meeting of spec in room 10 at lunchtime. Now, those of you who've been voted onto the committee will be attending, but as it's an open meeting, anyone can go along. I expect you're all bursting with ideas. You look about as excited as a load of hyperactive puddings. Well, it's your school, and you've only yourselves to blame if you don't have a say in how it's run.
It's stupid. If we did decide to have a new uniform, flat jackets, pyjamas and Arsenal hats, Miss McCluskey could still stop us.
Not necessarily. You'd have to write about it in the paper, run a campaign and get everyone on your side.
I ain't wearing Arsenal colours for no one, and I'll do anyone who makes me.
See, who needs a magazine? People like her and Miss McCluskey always get their own way.
Listen, Spec will be able to collect the opinions of all the quiet people. Vince, stop that! The quiet people who normally don't have a say. This time, numbers rule, OK?
Yeah, you're bad to say that doing maths, isn't you, sir?
Secondly, judging by the bulges in some of your school bags, you haven't forgotten that there's still an amnesty for those people returning overdue library books.
Yeah, I know someone who's bought back 5.
Well, the whole point about an amnesty is that's a pardon, an overlooking of past offences. So now's your chance to come clean.
Here you are. Got these from a couple of parents. They too scared of Griffiths to bring them me.
Nice of you to help, Roland.
No problem. Hey, Janet, if you knew someone who had, well, a big problem, something serious, but you couldn't talk about it, what would you do?
Well, that would depend what the problem was.
I think he's got this problem. Only...
Why do you look so scruffy today, Roland? If your dad's away, I could do your washing for you.
Well, I'm not sure.
And I suppose you're back eating all that junk food.
But it must be affecting his health.
Roland, why didn't you just tell me?
Have you been listening to me or what? I forget it.
Roland?
Name?
What?
Big boy like you and you don't even know your own name. What do they teach you?
Anthony Jones, G3.
And what do you call them?
Books.
Well, it's a shame you don't read a bit quicker and bring them back on time. Walking in here expecting no one to see you. They are late.
Now, Mr. Griffiths, these are from my local library on communication. You know, opening up society so that we all know what's going on.
Oh, this is disgusting. Who is it always smokes just before I come in? Chris, do you have Louise Webb today?
No, not until Thursday.
Only I haven't seen her.
One takes one's life in one's hands nowadays, just to get a cup of coffee.
Morris, have you seen Louise Webb?
She wasn't at registration. No doubt decided she'd drag her bored little self to school, like half her friends.
Oh, dear. I suppose I'd better find out if anything's wrong.
It's not you who smokes in here, is it?
Of course not.
I'll have to be here.
I should get him right out of things.
I've always been out of things anyway, who cares?
Right, shall we make a start? Well, as you know, we've decided to get together some sort of news sheet to let everybody else in the school know what's going on. So you can see what an important job the committee will have and how hard they're going to have to work.
Oh, sorry I'm late, miss. I got stopped by Mr. Griffiths. He only jumped out of a cupboard and accused me of carrying overdue books. He's gone mad.
Yeah, he stopped me. And these aren't even books. It's nothing to do with him. Someone should tell him.
Please, we haven't much time. What does everyone think should be in the newsletter?
We thought you'd bring overdue books back.
Someone, anyone.
Yeah, and that I should pay a fine because he doesn't think amnesties are right.
Fancy pouncing on everyone with books.
Yeah, fancy.
Come on. Usually we can't be moaning about the school.
Hey, you lot, let's shift some books.
Why?
Wind old Griffiths up. Look, if he's going pit with books, we'll really make him work.
All right. Let's start with communication. Do you think we're told enough about what's going on?
Yeah, it's usually too late. And after important decisions have been made.
Yeah, too right.
So you think the information you get is useless because you can't act on it?
Right, so this newsletter thing, he's going to have to tell us about things before they happen, so we can have a say.
Where are you lot off to? Thought you wanted to learn something. It's all right, miss, we already know what we need to.
It's not that we didn't like your ideas.
No, not bad. Even if it is late.
We'll be off then.
What is this?
Oh, not down to us, Governor. That was the natty bloke with a beard. Did his nut, didn't he?
And they say that staff should set an example, eh?
I know just how you feel, Governor. I know just how you feel.
Oh, dear,
Go!
Here! Hey, stop!